recording has begun. Let's go. Hopefully the theme will play without a problem.
Thalwar Radio. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Thalwar Radio. Yeah, he's coming at you from the top. Oh no, no, he won't stop. Thalwar Radio. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Thalmor Radio.
Thalwar Radio.
Oh, fuck, ladies and gentlemen. It is politics and wartime. Or should I say it's wartime. Clock has fucking backhanded, just backhanded the shit out of the back rooms. That rhymes. Back, that sounds good. Back rooms that are on their back. Okay, their back's against the wall. It's over for them. Clock is, they're on top of them. They're slapping the shit out of them, folks. Where's Kiwi? Is Kiwi still alive? Kiwi, say hi in chat. I need to know, Kiwi. Is my soulmate still around? He's not. I don't see him typing. No, Kiwi. Kiwi, you need to. Kiwi's probably dead, so rip in peace, Kiwi. So this war had some problems, or seemingly had some problems. Problem number one, Cataclysm's war chats got leaked because the bot fucked up. Because once again, you motherfuckers are too reliant on bots, on technology, and it fucks you in the ass. You have to stop. Okay, you can't rely on technology. Kiwi is still alive. Let's fucking go. Let's feel you guys. You can't be so reliant on technology. You can't be so reliant on technology. You have to do things manually. Okay, make manual war rooms. Okay, seriously. Fuck. You use technology for everything. You're gonna get burned. Stop it.
You guys have
whatever.
war channels? Wow.
Problem number two, they declared 30 minutes early. Okay, like optimally best practices, the closest you want to get to day change is like 15 minutes. Perfectly, really it's 2 minutes. Perfectly. If you have good internet and you got extra coordination, it's 2 minutes. I was once the target of a 2 minute to day change blitz by Rose, and it was great. Nowadays, I think Rose would struggle to do even 15 minutes, but like they did it once, and it was really good, and it really fucked me good, and it fucked the rest of my KT brothers good. So for Clock to do 30 minutes, that is like really fucking crazy. Now, it has come to light, or this is what's being claimed, and I do believe it, and Decagon is also kind of bringing up here. I have been told, actually, Key Goss has said publicly twice in Ron, they did it 30 minutes early because they thought that the back rooms was going to hit them at day change. So they were getting the drop on the back rooms. If that's the case, and I hope it can be revealed, which I believe it, but like, if there's some evidence of that and still 100% confirmed, then that makes perfect sense. There's no problem then, because it's totally justified to do that. And that's basically where we're at. Decagon gave me some war stats. I'll post them right now. if it will fucking load. Dead air. Okay, so here's the worst stats, and it's basically even. Clock's ahead by some, but it's about even. We'll see what changes as the days go on.
Time out.
Okay.
Okay, I've always had this problem. Where do you look on this? It's just a string of numbers. I don't know where to look.
Okay. You got like the 4 dark pillars, like those converted total. It's there. You look for a converted total. Can you see it, or do you need me to guide you to it?
I see it. I don't understand. Who's big number good or big number bad?
Big number bad. Big. You want small number.
Oof. My team has big numbers. Oh no.
Very oh no. Very bad. But honestly, like numerically, 5.4 to 7.1. I mean, it's basically the same. There's very little difference between them. The back rooms benefited a lot from the early blitz because it allowed them to coordinate their counters and have plenty of time to rebuy military for the 20th. So, and like they were like within minutes, man, they were sending those counters out. So pretty good coordination from the back rooms. And I don't really have a dog in the fight. Like, Clock's my homies. I like Clock. Go Clock! But backrooms are cool too. I have no problem with them. Declaration of War was kind of not the greatest. I didn't think any of it was funny. Okay. Topic of CB. I think there's Clock homies in the chat. What's the CB? I think it's something like the backrooms tried to get a third party to hit Clock. That I think is the CB, which to me sounds very compelling, but like I forgot who the third party was. Okay, the backrooms tried to get Hollywood to hit Clock. Okay, got it. So that's a good CB to me. Actually, probably one of the better ones you ever see reliably happening. It is said that the backrooms tried to get Hollywood to hit Clock. Yes. Kiwi says, I don't know what I'm allowed to say, but what if I'm just confused to anyone? Is my ignorance okay to share? Yes, it is, Kiwi. What are you about to say, Zig?
If that's true, they didn't even try to tag me in. And I'm a little bit disappointed. I could have gotten Hollywood to roll them. Come on, guys.
Well, you can still try. You can still try. The year is still young.
Nah, I'm offended. I'm not gonna help these guys. They're my protectorate. I'm not protecting them.
I saw it in chat earlier, so I'm gonna ask for clarification. Did Order of the White Rose mass VM? Did that really happen, or did someone joke, or did only like a few VM? What is the situation with the white people? I have to know. Let me use my phone to log in. I am ignoring chat for the time being, and I'm going to look them up on my phone so you guys can get the live Tucker reaction, or in this case, the live Thalmor reaction. See, menu. Oh, fuck. It's on mobile. Menu. Hello. I am pressing you. I'm going to throw this phone out the window.
Decent
oh my
amount.
gosh! Why did the thing?
Don't worry, I got
Okay,
you.
Alliance.
I got you. Just look at chat.
No. I am ignoring chat.
You can do it. It's fine. We'll just keep posting pictures.
Okay, or the White Rose. How many VMs do they have? They got 27 homies, and 12 of them are a fucking third of these homies. What is wrong with the whites, ladies and gentlemen? that they all fucking, well, not all of them, but a bunch of them VM'd. What is going on? I need to know what is going. Is anyone here from OWR? Is anybody here from OWR? Hold on, wait a minute. This is actually pretty fucked up. Like, it could be worse. It could be like over half of them, but a third is still pretty fucking cray-cray, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They do need to be rolled for this. Like, 12 members, like, out of 27, or 12 out of 39, whichever is the case, like, that's still too many. Like, that is close enough to where, like, someone in a position of influence, like, gave the order, right? Like, even if the leader didn't ping everyone and say, go into VM, like, someone with some influence on the inside was like, hey, nudge, 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 wink, wink. We should VM, wink, wink, right? That's pretty fucked up. And if it goes any higher, it's even more fucked up. It's a strong statement about how a lot of people feel about how things are being played. Bro, if the backrooms try to get Hollywood to hit Clock, and then Clock hit the backrooms, and OWR is VMing in protest, that is massive cuck energy. That is probably the biggest cuck thing in a while. That's really bad. Like, I'm not even laughing anymore, bro. Like, you don't, like, bro, you got the whole squad laughing? No, you got the whole squad silent. Okay? So, okay. I want to see what happens with this VM. This VMing stuff is way more interesting than the war itself. Because the war is war, but, like, VMing, like, mass VMing, especially a reputable old alliance mass VMing. That's crazy. Now, of course, maybe the 12 are, like, busy in real life, but, well, we'll see. Okay, this, you know what? I will discuss this because it does look interesting. Mars is posting some stuff in chat, and it's the unique ID stuff, which is we're finding multis, and apparently Cora is hooked up with Athelis. Now, Cora is married, and it could be like Kev and Pika in that, like, it's this the married couple, so the same house, same, ISP, so that's okay. But then you go on to SEAL Team 6, Baldor, and the Bear, also in UPN, and they've been caught up in the unique ID as well, which I find a little interesting. That's interesting. Now, Ice Standor says, the Legion stands by Or the White Rose and we continue to support our long friendship. That is perfectly respectable. It is admirable that even when your friend is being a dumbass cuck, to still support them because you're friends. There is no, Andor's like, people are laughing at you, but I personally think that I understand it. I understand where you're coming from. That's fine, and I cannot take issue with it. Okay, Mars says, I believe they're separate people who are verified at one point. Okay. Yes, that's still Team 6 and his 2 sons. Okay, then that explains it. Okay, Seal, Bador, Bear family. Okay, no problem then. No problem then. So thank you for the explanation. UPN are a really old alliance, so a lot of them have been together since '08. Multiple unique IDs aren't unlikely. But like Alpha was also really old, and they were all multis. Yeah, like what Mars just said. So just because you're old doesn't mean that like you're not a multi-form. But anyways, so Mars brought up an interesting conspiracy, but it seems like there's a pretty innocent explanation. I think that's it about the war. Let me discuss the itinerary for today is fucked, ladies and gentlemen, because I didn't think. Well, I didn't. A lot of things happened too quickly, so I didn't keep it updated like I should have. So it's all fucked. And I will talk about Hate of Fate Leaving Clock, but I'm going to move on to. I'm going to talk some about Hollywood in Celestial. So this is the facts. This is the hard facts, okay? Hollywood and Celestial need to do something. Because I do not like that you got these two old heads, Hollywood and Celestial. They got lots of people. They got big people. They got people who know what they're doing, and they're hella flush with cash, and they just don't do anything. Like they're scared of each other, and they need to do something. Okay, like Hollywood can swipe at like Celestial. Celestial can swipe at Hollywood. Like they need to do one of the two. Okay. Now that you have a war happening between Clock and what's their faces, the backrooms, they're under a lot less pressure to do anything. So they probably won't. But what's going to happen is, and it's probably a couple years off, but if this trend continues of rich people, a lot of rich people using their wealth and stuff to like avoid wars, but also grow cities, they're going to grow themselves out of like the rest of the game, and it's going to be well. It's lonely at the top, ladies and gentlemen. So you're going to have these alliances with all these big people who can't do anything. And then you have the rest of the game who's going to keep playing like normal. And the arms race to secure the mega up a tier might backfire, but we'll see what happens with that. I think it's really cool if either Hollywood or Celestial hit the other. Celestial can be cool. They will get points with me. If Celestial hits Hollywood, they get points with me. If Hollywood hits Celestial, they get points with me. Whoever draws first, I will give points to. But we'll see what happens. This is interesting. Read it. Sweenball says, "They're like a brain cells. We literally can take you on a 1v1. So we approached Hollywood straight up and asked for a limited intervention. Only whales to make up our like if whales to get even. At the time, you would still have been 40 city, 25 people ahead of us. Without anyone else to current meta." Oh my gosh, backrooms are crying really hard. Commonwealth is crying really hard. White Rose is crying really hard. Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no.
Who is that?
Well, he's speaking like he's a Gov member in the Commonwealth. Oh no. Oh no, ladies and gentlemen. This changes. Okay, guys. Sweden Ball in the Commonwealth is basically confirming Clock's CB. So there you go. So and they're crying too. That's funny. Aaron. Okay, now who's Aaron? Where's Aaron at? I don't want to do it anymore. You're too small to hit anyone besides. You're too small to hit anyone besides Haunted Mansion Johnson's. We try to people they can get rolled basically back room, so sit in the corner, check off quietly, I guess. Well, oh no, guys. I'm speechless because they just came out and said it. You know, they could have played politics. No, well, actually, what I'm really speechless about is that they're they got caught and now they're crying. That's what's really crazy. And they're whining about how they can't do anything in the meta. So that's funny. Clockman is good, Chad. I am convinced that Clockman is good. And I will be generous. I will not even go as far as to say that Backroom's bad, but they've hit a speed bump, and I'm laughing at them some. Well, there you go. Zig, what do you think? I'm speechless.
I'm seething.
Why are you seething? Aren't you under Hollywood's wing? Why do you care?
What do you mean under Hollywood's wing? I'm a protectorate of Carthago. I'm on that side.
Oh, no wonder. Oh well.
That's what my joke was about. I could have got them in. I could have got Hollywood in.
Buddy.
I actually am an ally to them.
Oh fuck! It's over.
Well, at least they didn't sign my worst enemy, so they got that going for them.
Oh man, that's funny. This is great. This is great. Oh man, I was like, oh man, okay, so whatever, Clock militarized, and so now they're going to hit the back rooms for whatever reason. Kind of gay. It would have been cool if Clock hit either Celestial or Hollywood, but whatever. Then it's oh, actually, they have a good reason to, and this is why. It's okay, well, if this did happen, and that's a good CB, the Clock is justified. Now it's fucking back rooms on suicide watch. It's really bad, ladies and gentlemen. It's not. The game is now interesting. So, oh fuck! You know what? We need to update Seath and Cope here in the server because there's a lot of Seath and Cope going on.
Someone already posted one.
Yeah. So if you guys are interested in Seath and Cope, now it's time to post it because it's real good. Clock and Hollywood versus Celestial would only be interesting if Celestial went on the offensive, because I think Hollywood and Clock are about even, and Clock would tip the scales really big in Hollywood's favor. So Celestial would have to go on the offense. This is really fucking funny, you guys. I'm sorry to my backroom homies and listeners, but y'all are fucking up by seething in public so hard about it and VMing. You guys could take it on the chin better. Or some of the people in your communities could take it on the chin better. But that's the politics game. That's how it is on this bitch called Orbis. Oh fuck, buddy. Alright, so I do my pre-show at 8:45 Eastern, but from 8 to 8:45 Eastern, last minute I got asked to host the Blitz show in Ron. That is up. So if you guys are interested in listening to that, I give a lot more thoughts. Like Darkblade comes on, Viscely comes on, Zig, and we talk about the war and stuff. So go listen to that if you're interested. And the only thing left now is I'm going to talk some about Hand of Fate leaving clock. I'm trying to see where can I begin. Because first of all, I have to be a bit careful because I don't know what's optic and what's not.
Same thing.
There are three. There's no one good reason why we left clock, but there are three influences at play to the best of my knowledge. Number one, in no particular order. Number one, Hand of Fate is comprised of like very violent people. Like I joke about how we're like psychopaths and stuff, but like to an extent it's not really a joke. Like we're very dangerous and we like to hurt people. That's how we get our kicks. We are completely irrational actors. And so our thirst for violence is one factor. Second factor is the beef between Eclipse and Hand of Fate. And when I say the beef between Eclipse and Hand of Fate, what I really mean is the beef between Pascal and Vane and Horsecock and Denison. Like, that's it. That's it. Those two and those two are like at each other's throats and like they won't stop. People from all over have told them to stop and they just won't. And there's really no reason why they keep at it. They really shouldn't. But it is what it is. And the third factor is, and it's kind of what Lefty here is saying, we know the meta is why Hand of Fate walked. There is a interest in seeing in quarter two and quarter three 2022, what can we possibly do in the current meta? And clock, when you're a part of a block, you are chained to a certain post. And maybe that chain is long and maybe it's short, but you're chained. And there was a desire internally to see what the field was like without the chain. And so that's basically what that was about. And so those are the three influences. None of them to me are particularly good. I think objectively, none of them are particularly good. It is my will to see clock back, to see Hand of Fate back in clock sometime in the future. How far into the future? Who knows? I would say probably a medium amount of time in the future. But we'll just see. If it was up to me, if I was the man at the reins, we wouldn't be leaving clock. But that's not the case. I am not a key decision maker within clock. And so the key decision makers decided we would do this, and that is that. I like clock. Throughout the game's history, since like 2017, you have this concept and this idea of like trying to break the mold and trying to fight wars and trying to be good at fighting wars. And like the earliest good, like, I mean, okay, KT, we had Seven Kingdoms and AIM, and that went away. And then we had Keetog. Keetog was the earliest good example of this spirit of wanting to be like fun and like do things and also be competent. And so you had Keetog, loved Keetog. I just wish it could last longer because as soon as Keetog formed, You had MPO's Last Time, and then that block. Fucking gosh, it was so fucking good too. Knights Templar, Golden Horde, Guardian, Grumpy, Oblivion, Impera. Like, fucking, if you know anything about this game, just those 6 names, hitting them, it should make you hard, unless you're a woman, in which case you should be wet. Just fucking amazing grouping, and just wasn't meant to be. God reached out his hand and said, no, it is not in my will for this thing to exist, and he zapped it out of existence because of MPO's Last Time. And then you had Hedge, which I suspect Hedge maybe wasn't a puppet of Rose, but I think Rose had more influence than he probably should have. And now you have Clock, and I like Clock. Clock is the current rendition of the spirit of wanting to be flexible and fun and like competent. And I wish them the best. There's no problem with me. The only problem in Clock was the 2 in Eclipse and the 2 in Hand of Fate. I think everyone else got along pretty well. And yeah, I hope the Hand of Fate can be a part of them again in the future because, yeah. Mars says, I wish there would be more groups that are willing to do YOLO shit. Some start okay, but they end up being other TKR, TS, or whatever. Yeah. It's the truth, unfortunately. Okay, now let me read chat because I'm ignoring chat to focus on what I was saying. It's not a joke. At least 3 Phillies getting the Hand of Fate. I highly doubt Hand of Fate turns around hit Clock, but that would be pretty funny. I will. It's a meme of like Hand of Fate hitting Eclipse, but I will, for the record, being serious, I highly doubt we'll do that. I don't think we'll hit Eclipse. I think that would be silly to hit Eclipse. Because it's like I said, I do like Clock, and well, I don't know. I mean, Clock's attitude is similar to ours. They'd probably be like, whatever. Eclipse would be the only people who'd be really mad about it. But whatever. Okay, I think that's it. It's not so bad, at least not having Hand of Fate and Clock for the start of this blunts a little bit. It's a decently even war, but if you ask me, the war savvy block. Well, fucking the thing of Sleeping Ninja is like Eclipse doesn't even have slots. Like, I don't know how much it really blunts it. Like, if we were still in Clock, a lot really wouldn't be different, I don't think. Would be cool if Alonso could just be on a game restart. A game restart would be amazing because it would completely change the game. It would completely change the meta. It would completely change politics because a lot of ties are just there because of inertia and like if you brought everyone on a clean slate at City 1, it would change so much, but it would never happen. It would never happen. McKang's recency one after season or something with small buffs. That would be cool, like perks or something. Okay, so that's what's going on with Hand of Fate leaving Clock. I hope we would rejoin Clock later. I don't know how other decision makers in Hand of Fate feel about it. But like, there's no, like, I can make arguments for being in Clock. I can't really make arguments against it. So I would assume it will happen naturally, but we'll just have to see. And I think that's it. I can't think of anything else to talk about. Is there any? I can talk. Any last tidbits I need to go over or analyze before I close out the show? I'm not going to talk about real life stuff. I want to play a game and eat some burgers and enjoy my Friday. How long does the war go on for? So the situation is very fluid because, like, ultimately, who knows what Hollywood and Celestial do and how that might influence things. I say I don't know. 1 month is probably a good guess, though. 1 month is a good guess. Probably 2 weeks to a month. That's my guess. 2 weeks to a month. I will reply to this. Can you hold on? Hold on. Vicily says, "Can you shout out Alex for changing the score and let us do so many down declares?" Yes, thank you, Alex, for helping the whales. Avatar, I doubt the war will last long. I could, but like the thing is though is clock can totally peace out with the back rooms and then hit somewhere else. So, like I said, the situation is flexible. They might only fight back rooms for 2 months and then fight someone else for a month. So we'll see what happens. What do you think the result of the war is? Probably white peace. Probably white peace. White peace, maybe with some joke terms. I don't think there's any desire from Kegos or Decagon or anyone to impose serious peace terms. I doubt that the war will last long, given Backroom's attitude to this. Okay, but like, okay, you got Aaron crying, you got Swedenball crying, you got OWR committing mass suicide. Estandor seems pretty ready to fight. Sleeping Ninja seems ready to fight. Like, there's a bunch of people in back rooms. It's just because some of them are taking too many sleeping pills with alcohol doesn't mean the rest of them are. You know, yeah, okay, you got one faction over here downing the sleeping pills. You got another faction over here taking steroids and meth. Like, I wouldn't count them out exactly. Big Boar says that's the only reason they dropped Cluck so they could farm. I said it on Ron, and I'll say it again. We are now hand to farm. Okay? Clock said, hey, these people plan to hit us. We're going to hit them. We looked at that and said, you know what? You're on your own. You know, it would be a dog pile anyway. It's a dog pile anyways. It's a dog pile with us. We're piecing, you know, good luck. We're going our own way. We're going to have fun. Good luck. So that's how that is. Legion is standing strong. That's good. Going to do some Kata members. Based. Me Gusta Meth. Me too, buddy. What are you doing, Alex? What the fuck? Okay, any business with a subscription model is going to make hella cash because people will subscribe and then stop using the service. And it's reoccurring revenue month to month. And so like Toon and like comic companies, like they can make good money to spend on all sorts of ads, just to shotgun ads. Crying stupid, not playing out the CB is going to make them peace out. If I make a forum post right now, would you read it? Depends how long it is. LOL, I'm getting ads for bras. Huh. Sure. Lysander, sure, but make it quick. Too long to read. Okay, never mind then. Alright, I'm done. I'm not going to talk about real life stuff because nothing's interesting is happening. And also people are here who usually don't tune in, and I don't want to piss them off by talking about dumb real life stuff. 9:40 p.m. I'm happy. I've been live on air for 100 minutes now. Holy shit. Final call, politics and war. Any last things for me to cover real quick, or are we done? I think we're done. I think it's time for me to chill out. No one's typing. All right. Zig! Play the theme, and in the corner the theme is done. Let's go. Can I get a shout out for Sabina? Let me in your pants, baby. Shout out to Sabina, whoever that is. Shout out to Mars, my homie. CT owned is getting stats soon. You know what's been owned? Or the White Rose has been owned. Help me level up my Galahad. It's fucking mobile games, man. Sig, I need you.
Thalwar Radio. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Thalwar Radio. Yeah, he's coming at you from the top. Oh no, no, he won't stop. Thalwar Radio. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Thalmor Radio.
Thalwar Radio.
Good night!
Good night.